Hello there. Hope you're doing well today. For everybody whose first time it is here, my name is Corbin Dassey, and welcome to my channel where I bring together the power of science along with the pursuit of self-development, offering a unique approach to self-improvement. Today I want to talk about cold exposure and harnessing the power of cold for health and resilience. You've probably heard about ice baths, cold showers, or people doing crazy polar plunges. But this isn't just for hardcore athletes or thrill seekers. Exposing yourself to the cold can bring serious benefits to your mental resilience, physical health, and overall strength. It's one of those practices that seems uncomfortable, even extreme, but embracing that discomfort has real science-backed rewards. So in today's video, we'll dig into what happens when you expose your body to the cold, the key benefits that it comes with, and how you can get started no matter your experience level. So what happens to the body during cold exposure? When you first step into a cold shower or an ice bath, your body reacts with a powerful shock response. Your heart rate spikes, your blood vessels constrict, and your breathing gets a lot quicker. This reaction is your body kicking into survival mode. So here's what's happening internally when that happens. In terms of blood flow and circulation, our blood vessels constrict to protect our vital organs. This improves circulation by forcing blood away from the skin's surface and towards the core. When you rewarm, your vessels dilate, which encourages blood flow and can boost your circulatory health over time. In terms of hormones released during cold exposure, we have the release of adrenaline, which elevates our energy levels and our focus. It also releases endorphins, which are known as the body's natural painkillers, which is why many people report feeling like a natural high after having cold or having exposure to cold. In terms of what happens metabolically, exposure to the cold activates brown fat, which is a type of body fat that generates heat and burns calories to keep you warm. Brown fat activation can lead to a metabolic boost, meaning that your body is burning more calories and energy even at rest. Mentally, cold exposure challenges your mental resilience. So pushing through discomfort can actually increase your tolerance for stress, which helps build a stronger, more resilient mindset over time. So that's what happens internally. Now let's break down why putting yourself through this discomfort is actually worth it. We have one pro, which is enhanced recovery and reduced inflammation. So cold exposure, particularly through ice baths and cold showers, is known to reduce inflammation and to speed up muscle recovery. So this is why athletes often use cold therapy after intense workouts. And this is because the cold helps to minimize muscle soreness, and it can decrease recovery time, meaning that you can go from workout to workout and stay active more often. In terms of immunity, we have studies that show that regular cold exposure can boost the immune system by increasing the white blood cell count. So these cells they play a crucial role in fighting off infections and diseases. And by doing this makes cold exposure a natural way to keep your immune system functioning strongly. We have a benefit of improved focus and mental clarity. So cold exposure releases noradrenaline, which is a neurotransmitter that improves focus and attention. So after a cold shower or an ice bath, you might notice that you're more alert or more focused. And this mental clarity can set a powerful tone for a big day ahead that you may have. As I said before about the brown fat activation, this is activated through cold exposure, which can increase your metabolic rate, meaning that you burn more calories even at rest. And over time, this can help with fat loss and improve overall body composition, making it easier to lose weight and stay healthy. Stress resilience and mental toughness is another benefit that we get from cold exposure. So one of the biggest benefits is the mental toughness that you develop. Cold exposure forces you to embrace discomfort and it teaches you how to stay calm and controlled under stress. Now, this type of resilience extends to other areas of life as well, which helps you to stay composed and focused when facing tough challenges in our everyday lives. So that's really all the benefits, really. So here's how you can get started, how to ease into it. So if you're kind of like new to cold exposure, there's no need to dive straight into an ice bath. Like that's that's lethal. So here are some ways that you can ease yourself into it and build your tolerance to the cold over time. So first off, I'd recommend starting off with cold showers. So begin I'd say begin by finishing your regular shower with 30 seconds, around 30 seconds of cold water. So have a normal shower, warm water, whatever. And then the final 30 seconds you're in there, turn it cold. Now, after you get comfortable with doing 30 seconds, you should gradually increase the duration over time. I feel like this is a great way to get comfortable with the cold without feeling too overwhelmed. If a full body exposure feels too intense, you could try dipping your face into a bowl of cold water. This this action activates the mammalian dive reflex, which helps slow down the heart rate and triggers a calm, relaxed state. Once you've gotten past the first step of having cold showers or a cold splash on your face in the morning, you could try an ice bath. I'd recommend starting with 1 to 2 minutes of full immersion into an ice bath, and gradually work your way up to longer durations. The key here is to make sure to breathe deeply and to stay relaxed. I feel like controlling your breath is the key to overcoming the shock response that you get when you hop into the cold. Another method that you could try is cold weather walks. So in colder months, you could dress lightly and take a brief walk in chilly weather, and this is because exposure to the natural cold air is an easy way to incorporate cold therapy into your routine, especially if you're not ready for like an ice bath or a cold shower or anything like that. So those are the few ways you can get started, but I've got a few more tips to make sure that your cold exposure routine is successful. I'd say one of the biggest tips I can give is to focus on your breathing. So one of the biggest challenges that we face, that you'll probably face with cold exposure, is keeping your breathing under control. When the shock hits when you first get into the cold, it's important to focus on slow, deep breaths. This not only calms your mind, but it also helps your body to adapt to the cold faster. I'd say consistency is a big thing as well. So just like any other habit that you may have, consistency is the key with this. Aim to incorporate maybe some form of cold exposure several times a week, whether it's just the cold shower, a face dip, or a short like ice bath or something. Regular exposure will increase your tolerance, and it will help you gain the most amount of benefits from it. Another important tip is to listen to your body. Now, cold exposure can be pretty intense, so it's very important to listen to your body and take breaks when needed. Gradual progression is better than forcing yourself into extreme conditions too quickly, as this can have adverse health effects. Overall, I feel like cold exposure isn't just a physical practice, it's a way to build resilience, strengthen your mental toughness, and enhance your overall health. So by incorporating small moments of cold exposure, whether it's through like a cold shower or an ice bath, you're actually training both your body and your mind to handle discomfort, stress, and even adversity. So if you're ready to take on the challenge, just remember that consistency is more powerful than the intensity. Just remember, start small, stay consistent, and watch as these brief moments of discomfort lead to lasting changes in your mental and physical strength down the road. As always, I appreciate you being here and watching my video today. Remember to stay curious, stay driven, and keep leveling up. Remember that we can keep pushing the limits of what's possible. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.